Why do some seniors leave Aldi spending 40% less than the person directly behind them in the same checkout line? Same store, same prices, same shelves, completely different receipt. The difference is not luck, and it is not a special card. It is 18 specific things that experienced Aldi shoppers know about the checkout process that most seniors discover too late, too slowly, or never at all. 18 secrets, starting right now. Number 18. The register moves faster than you expect. Nobody warns first-time Aldi shoppers about the checkout speed, but they should. Aldi cashiers are trained to scan items at a pace that is measurably faster than any conventional grocery store checkout process. The speed is not accidental. It is a deliberate operational efficiency that reduces labor cost per transaction, shortens queue times, and contributes directly to the pricing structure that makes Aldi cheaper than every competitor within driving distance. For seniors who need a moment to locate their payment method, confirm the total, or manage the physical process of payment without rushing, the speed creates a pressure that the conventional grocery store checkout never produces. The preparation that eliminates that pressure is simple. Have your payment method in your hand before the first item scans. Not in your bag, not in your wallet, inside your bag. In your hand. That single preparation step removes the time pressure entirely and converts the checkout speed from a source of stress into simply an efficient transaction. What is at number 17 is something that the checkout speed creates a specific opportunity for, and most seniors walk straight past it without knowing it existed. Number 17. Watch the screen on every single item. The checkout screen at Aldi is not for the cashier. It is for you. Every item that scans produces a price entry on the register display, and that display is positioned specifically to be visible to the shopper during the transaction. Most seniors do not watch it. They manage their bags, their payment, their conversation, and the general business of moving through a fast checkout without ever looking at the screen that is showing them exactly what they are being charged for each item. That is where the money goes unnoticed. When a discrepancy occurs and a shopper identifies it before the transaction closes, Aldi's policy is to charge the lower price without friction or pushback. When the transaction closes without the discrepancy being identified, the shopper pays the higher price. The difference between those two outcomes is whether the shopper was watching the screen. Former employees describe this as one of the most consistently recoverable savings opportunities available at Aldi checkout, with corrections happening multiple times per week at virtually every location. Before we go any further, subscribe to this channel right now. Every week this channel identifies the specific checkout behaviors, timing strategies, and pricing mechanisms that seniors should know before their next Aldi visit. Because what is coming at number 16 is a pricing policy that Aldi operates quietly and that most seniors have never heard explained, despite it being one of the most financially significant things they could know before their next visit. Number 16. The price accuracy guarantee. Aldi operates a price accuracy guarantee that most shoppers have never heard of and that the store does not prominently advertise. When an item scans at a higher price than the shelf tag or the current weekly ad displays, the correct lower price applies immediately. In many states, a scanning error policy goes further. The item may be provided free of charge up to a specified dollar threshold when the register price exceeds the advertised price. That policy varies by state and by location. The consistent element across all locations is that the lower price applies when a discrepancy is identified before the transaction closes. The practical implication for seniors is straightforward. Know the price of every sale item before it scans. Note the advertised price on your phone or on a paper list. Confirm the scanned price matches before the transaction moves to the next item. Former employees describe the price accuracy guarantee as one of the most reliably activated policies at any location where a shopper simply pays attention to what the screen shows. The policy exists. The savings are real. The only requirement is knowing to look. The find at number 15 is something that most seniors discover by accident, and that produces a genuinely surprising result the first time it happens. Number 15. The twice as nice guarantee changes every purchase decision. Aldi's twice as nice guarantee is one of the most generous return policies in grocery retail, and most seniors understand it as a return mechanism rather than a purchasing tool. That misunderstanding is expensive. The guarantee states that for any Aldi private label product that fails to satisfy on quality grounds, the store will provide both a full refund and a replacement product simultaneously. Not a refund, not a replacement, both. The practical implication transforms every unfamiliar Aldi product into a zero-risk trial. A senior who hesitates to try an Aldi private label product because they are uncertain whether it will meet their quality standard is operating without the information that changes the calculation entirely. If the product disappoints, the money comes back and a replacement arrives. If the product delivers, a new lower-cost option joins the weekly shopping list permanently. There is no financial downside to trying any Aldi private label product under this guarantee. What is at number 14 is something that experienced Aldi shoppers know to do before they even enter the store, and the savings it produces start before the first item goes into the cart. Number 14. The app stack changes your total. Before you arrive, Aldi's mobile app contains a digital coupon section that functions completely independently from the printed weekly ad. Most seniors have never opened it. The shoppers who have opened it describe a stacking opportunity that produces checkout totals consistently lower than what the weekly ad alone would generate. Digital coupons available through the app frequently apply to items that are simultaneously on sale through the printed weekly ad. A senior who activates a relevant digital coupon before arriving at the store applies a percentage or dollar reduction on top of an already discounted sale price. That stacking opportunity has no visibility inside the store. The cashier does not mention it. The weekly ad does not account for it. The only way to access it is to open the app before the shopping trip begins. The app also allows price verification on any item before the trip, which removes the risk of traveling to the store specifically for an item that turns out to be priced differently than expected. Former employees describe the digital coupon stack as one of the most consistently underutilized savings tools available to any Aldi shopper, with the gap between what shoppers with the app save and what shoppers without it pay widening every week that new digital coupons are added to the rotation. What is at number 13 is something that happens at the register in a specific window every week, and that seniors who know the timing can access in a way that produces savings unavailable at any other point in the shopping cycle. Number 13. Wednesday morning is the price. Discrepancy window. The window between when shelf prices update and when register prices synchronize is widest on Wednesday morning. Wednesday is Aldi's weekly reset day. New weekly ad prices activate, new markdowns apply, new clearance designations update. The overnight team changes shelf tags as part of the weekly reset process. The register system synchronizes through a separate process that does not always complete instantaneously. In the gap between those two updates, items that have been reduced on the shelf may not yet reflect the lower price at the register. The shopper who knows to watch the screen on Wednesday morning, specifically during the first few hours after opening, is shopping in the window where price discrepancy opportunities are most frequent and most recoverable. Every discrepancy identified before the transaction closes produces the lower price. No friction, no manager required. The correction happens at the register the moment the discrepancy is pointed out. Former employees describe Wednesday morning as producing more price correction interactions than any other single-time window across the entire week. The seniors who know this and act on it are recovering savings that most shoppers never know existed. That Wednesday timing intelligence is one of the most powerful checkout tools available. What is coming at number 12 is something that most seniors have never considered as a checkout strategy, but that produces a measurable difference in the total every single visit. Number 12. The belt loading order determines your bagging experience. Aldi's checkout moves fast. Items come off the belt in the order they were placed on it. Items go into the cart in approximately the order they came off the belt. The bagging counter experience that follows is determined entirely by the order in which those items entered the cart. Heavy items placed on the belt first scan first and land at the bottom of the cart first. Fragile items placed on the belt last scan last and land on top. Cold items grouped together on the belt arrive in the cart together, making them immediately identifiable for placement into an insulated bag. A senior who loads the belt deliberately arrives with a cart that is already approximately correctly organized. The difference is not simply convenience. It is whether the grocery items arrive home intact, with bread uncompressed, eggs uncracked, and cold items together rather than distributed randomly through bags that will not hold temperature effectively. Former employees describe the belt loading order as the checkout behavior that most visibly separates experienced Aldi shoppers from first-time visitors. The experienced shopper loads with intention. The first-time visitor loads with whatever is closest. What is at number 11 is something that every senior using a fixed monthly budget needs to know before their next Aldi visit, and it involves a specific checkout moment that most people handle incorrectly. Number 11. Set your budget. Total before you reach the register. Aldi's checkout speed does not provide a running total as items scan. The total appears when the last item has been processed. For seniors managing a specific weekly grocery budget, the moment the total appears is too late to make adjustments without the awkward and time-consuming process of removing items from a transaction that has already been completed. The seniors who manage Aldi shopping within a precise budget consistently describe one behavior that makes the difference. They calculate an approximate expected total before reaching the register. Item count multiplied by average per item cost. Sale items tallied against their advertised prices. A mental or written estimate that arrives at a figure close enough to the actual total that no surprise adjustment is required. This is not complex mathematics. It is the habit of paying attention during the shop rather than discovering the total at the register. Former employees describe budget-conscious seniors who use this habit as the shoppers who navigate Aldi checkout most confidently, because they arrive at the register with a clear expectation rather than an anxious uncertainty about what the number on the screen will be. What is coming at number 10 is something that affects seniors specifically, and that the checkout design at Aldi addresses in a way that most seniors have never thought to take advantage of. Number 10. The bagging counter is not a timer. First-time Aldi shoppers consistently describe the same experience. The cashier finishes scanning, the total appears, payment is made, and the groceries are pushed to the side. The shopper then moves to the bagging counter to organize their groceries while the next transaction begins. The feeling is of being rushed, of needing to move faster than is comfortable, of the checkout process continuing without them in a way that creates social pressure to complete bagging as quickly as possible. That feeling is a misunderstanding. The bagging counter at Aldi is not a timer. There is no requirement to complete bagging before the next shopper finishes their transaction. The bagging counter is a dedicated space specifically designed to allow shoppers to organize their groceries at whatever pace they need without holding up the checkout line. For seniors who need more time to manage bags, organize by weight and temperature, or simply to complete the physical task of transferring groceries from cart to bags, the bagging counter provides that time without any pressure from the checkout process. Former employees are unambiguous on this point. Take the time you need. The bagging counter exists for exactly this purpose. What is at number 9 takes a completely different direction, and the information waiting there affects every senior who has ever wondered why the same item costs different amounts on different visits. Number 9. Markdown tags have a color system. Worth learning. Aldi uses a markdown tag color system that signals different stages of price reduction, and most seniors have never been told it exists. The initial markdown tag uses one visual format. A secondary and deeper markdown on the same item, applied when the first reduction did not move sufficient inventory, uses a visually distinct format. The difference between these two tag types represents the difference between buying at a good price and waiting a few days for the best available price on the same item. Learning the specific tag format at your local store requires nothing more than asking a staff member to explain it once. The question takes 30 seconds. The answer applies to every future visit indefinitely. Seniors who learn the markdown tag system describe it as one of the highest return pieces of information they have gathered about their specific Aldi location, because the ability to predict further price drops rather than simply react to current prices changes every clearance purchasing decision they make. If you are gaining value from this video, hit the like button right now. Every secret on this list has the potential to reduce what seniors pay at Aldi checkout. Because what is coming at number 8 is something that former employees describe as the single most overlooked financial opportunity available to any senior at any Aldi location in the country. Number 8. The damaged packaging. Discount activates only. When asked, products with cosmetic packaging damage sit on Aldi shelves at full price until a shopper notices the damage and asks whether a discount applies. No sign directs shoppers to damaged products. No automatic markdown appears on the register. The reduction only happens when the question is asked. Former employees describe this as one of the most consistently available savings mechanisms in the store, and one of the least accessed, specifically because the activation requirement is a question that most shoppers never think to ask. The discount amount varies by location and by the severity of the cosmetic damage. A crushed corner on a cereal box. A torn outer wrapper on a packaged product. A dented non-food item whose contents are entirely unaffected. All of these qualify for a register adjustment when a shopper identifies the damage and asks before placing the item on the belt. The worst possible outcome of asking is being told no. The cost of asking is the 3 seconds it takes to say the question. The potential benefit is a meaningful reduction on something already going into the cart. What is at number 7 is something that involves the relationship between the senior shopper and the staff that makes every other checkout secret on this list more consistently accessible. Number 7. Regular shoppers get information that strangers never receive. Every piece of timing intelligence that makes a difference at Aldi checkout exists inside the heads of the staff working the registers and stocking the shelves. Markdown timing, delivery schedules, when the next price reduction on a specific item is likely to happen, where the shifting clearance section relocated this week. All of it is available to the shopper who has built a genuine and recognized relationship with the staff at their specific location. Former employees describe being considerably more forthcoming with pricing intelligence, upcoming markdown previews, and general store knowledge with customers they genuinely recognize than with strangers asking the same questions for the first time. This is not formal policy. It is the natural human tendency to want to help people you actually know. Building that relationship requires nothing elaborate. Consistent shopping times, friendly interactions, genuine questions asked over time rather than one-time demands for information. The senior who is recognized by the staff at their Aldi location accesses a layer of checkout and pricing intelligence that the transactional shopper never reaches. What is at number 6 is something that most seniors have never considered as a checkout strategy, but that former employees describe as producing the most dramatic single-visit savings of any behavior on this list. Number 6. The Senior Discount Tuesday requires asking every time. Many Aldi locations operate a senior discount on specific days of the week. The discount does not apply automatically. It does not appear on the register unless the senior identifies themselves as eligible and requests the discount before the transaction closes. Former employees describe the Tuesday Senior Discount as one of the most frequently unclaimed benefits available at any location that offers it, specifically because eligible seniors either do not know it exists or assume it applies automatically without requiring a request. The request takes 5 seconds. The benefit applies to the entire transaction. For a senior spending $150 per week at Aldi, a consistent 10 to 15% senior discount applied every eligible shopping trip represents over $1,000 in annual savings, on top of Aldi's already industry-leading low shelf prices. The first step is confirming whether your specific location offers the discount and on which day. The second step is asking for it every single time you qualify. Neither step is complicated. Both steps require only the knowledge that the opportunity exists. What is at number 5 is something that most seniors would consider obvious in retrospect, but that former employees describe as one of the most consistently missed checkout opportunities they observed. Number 5. The receipt is a post-transaction price check. The receipt that prints at the end of an Aldi transaction is not simply a record. It is a price verification document that should be reviewed before leaving the store. Not in the car, not at home, at the store, before the opportunity to address any discrepancy has passed. Former employees describe the period between the transaction completing and the shopper leaving the store as the only window in which a price discrepancy identified on the receipt can be corrected without a full return and repurchase process. The correction at the register, when the shopper is still present and the transaction details are still accessible, takes under 2 minutes. The correction after leaving the store requires returning, locating the original transaction, and processing a refund rather than a simple adjustment. Most seniors do not review their receipt at the store. Most price discrepancies at Aldi go unchallenged because the window for easy correction closed before the shopper knew a discrepancy existed. Raise any discrepancy before the exit. That 60 seconds is one of the highest return time investments available at any Aldi checkout. What is coming at number 4 is something that takes place entirely before the shopping trip begins, and that determines the checkout experience more than any behavior inside the store. Number 4. The Wednesday night ad review changes. Tuesday's total. The Aldi weekly ad releases every Tuesday night for the following Wednesday through Tuesday cycle. Seniors who review the ad on Tuesday night before a Wednesday morning shopping trip arrive with a complete picture of every sale price, every new finds arrival, and every special buy for the coming week. Seniors who arrive without reviewing the ad make purchasing decisions based on what they see at the shelf. Those two approaches produce different receipts. The pre-reviewed shopper knows which items are on sale before they enter the store. They build their list around the sale rather than discovering the sale while shopping. They know the price of every sale item before it scans, which means any register discrepancy is immediately identifiable rather than requiring them to remember a price they saw 30 minutes ago. What is at number 3 is something that experienced Aldi seniors describe as the checkout behavior that most changed their relationship with the store after they discovered it. Number 3. Bringing the right bags changes. Every bagging outcome. Aldi does not provide free bags. Bags are available for purchase at the register, but the cost accumulates across a year of weekly shopping trips into a figure that most seniors would consider meaningful if they calculated it. The preparation that eliminates that cost entirely is arriving with the right bags already in hand. The right bags for Aldi, specifically, are not simply reusable grocery bags. They are bags with a structure and capacity that matches how Aldi checkout works. An insulated tote for cold and frozen items that groups them together during the checkout process. A sturdy flat-bottomed bag for canned goods and heavy items that sits stable in the cart. A medium bag for general groceries. A small bag for fragile items that should not be underneath anything else. Seniors who arrive with this bag system deploy it at the bagging counter with a predetermined organization rather than the improvised arrangement that a single large bag or a collection of miscellaneous reusable bags produces. The groceries arrive home correctly organized rather than requiring a secondary sorting step in the kitchen. Former employees describe seniors with established bag systems as the shoppers who move through the bagging counter most efficiently and who consistently express the most satisfaction with their overall checkout experience. What is at number 2 is something that former employees describe as the most impactful single piece of checkout knowledge any senior can have before their very first Aldi visit. Number 2. The quarter is not a fee. It is a deposit. The Aldi cart deposit system is the feature that surprises first-time senior shoppers most consistently, and that creates the most avoidable pre-shopping stress. Every cart at Aldi is secured to the cart returned by a deposit mechanism that releases when a quarter is inserted. The quarter is returned when the cart is returned to the designated return area. First-time shoppers who arrive without a quarter face the choice of returning to their car, asking another shopper for change, or abandoning the trip before it begins. That experience creates a first impression of the store that affects the entire visit. The preparation that eliminates it permanently is maintaining a dedicated quarter in the car, attached to a keychain, or kept in a specific pocket that is checked before every Aldi visit. Former employees describe the quarter system as the feature that generates the most first-visit confusion and the least confusion from regular shoppers who understood it correctly the first time. The system is not an obstacle. It is a cost reduction mechanism that eliminates cart retrieval labor and passes that saving directly into the shelf pricing that makes Aldi cheaper than every competitor. The senior who understands this does not experience the quarter as a minor inconvenience. They experience it as a direct contribution to the pricing structure that saves them money on every item they buy. One secret remains, and former employees describe it as the piece of checkout knowledge that produces the most dramatic and immediate improvement in the overall Aldi experience for any senior who has been struggling with the checkout process. Number 1. Aldi Checkout Rewards. Preparation and nothing else. Every secret on this list converges on a single truth that former employees describe as the complete explanation for why some seniors leave Aldi spending 40% less than the person directly behind them in the same checkout line. Preparation. Not luck. Not a special card. Not a loyalty program that requires enrollment, a fee, or a specific day of the week. Preparation. The senior who reviews the ad on Tuesday night, who activates digital coupons before arriving, who has their payment method in hand before the first item scans, who watches the checkout screen on every item, who knows the price of every sale item before it scans. That senior is not doing anything complicated. They are not using a hack that requires special knowledge or privileged access. They are simply doing the preparation that Aldi's checkout process rewards with lower totals, smoother transactions, and a weekly shopping experience that compounds in financial benefit across every visit for as long as they shop there. Former employees describe the gap between a prepared Aldi senior shopper and an unprepared one as the most visible quality of experience difference they observed across any shopper demographic in the store. The prepared senior moves through checkout with the efficiency and confidence of someone who has been doing this for years. The unprepared senior experiences the speed, the bags, the quarter, and the scanning pace as a series of minor stresses that accumulate into a shopping experience that feels harder than it should. The difference between those two experiences is 18 pieces of information. You now have all 18. Thanks for watching. Tell us in the comments which of these 18 secrets surprised you most, and which one you are implementing on your very next Aldi visit. Click the next video showing on the left right now to keep discovering every checkout strategy, pricing secret, and shopping intelligence that makes every Aldi trip more productive and more profitable than the last. And if you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss the information that separates the seniors saving 40% from the ones still wondering how they do it.